Are you feeling juicy? Hi guys, welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're going to talk about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term. Then we're going to be hitting up the long-term. Bit of fear and greed index, bit of crypto quant as well. And also, once we're done with that, we're going to go straight to some altcoins, guys, because why not? Let's have a little look and see if we can find some trades today. I'm going to be looking for around 3 trades that we're going to monitor throughout the rest of the week there, which can be quite cool to see how that is going to play out. But yeah, once we're done with that, once we're done with all that, we're going to basically be going through 2 altcoin requests, guys. You know what part of the show that is? That is where you basically spam the chat with altcoin requests, and I basically just do loads of altcoin requests for you live on air, live on stream, giving you basically some just fresh TA education, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you trades, guys. I'm here to educate you in you helping pick your own trades here. So nothing I say is financial advice completely at all, right? Nothing at all. Without further ado, let's get some shout outs coming through, because we got Sariga saying, "How are you, bro?" I'm splendid, my good sir. Absolutely splendid. On the road to recovery, all good coming through. Then we got Donna in the chat there. Nice to see you on the stream there, Donna. It's been a while, Donna. I hope everything's well. Everything's well over there in Wales. I hope everyone's getting healthy, right? That's what we all wish for, right? Health's better than wealth, right? We got Tim. Tim has been supporting me since I basically started the channel, right? I think it's one of the first people to ever comment on one of my videos. So I do really, really appreciate you stopping by, Tim, and hope you're having a good time out there as well. We got Hadra Salim coming through. Morning, CC gang. Cold hard cash to the moon. There's money on the table today to be taken, guys. I would expect some sort of a little bit of a pullback coming through here, just because we've had basically like a $10,000 move here for Bitcoin now. So yeah, I would expect some sort of pullback coming through there, but we will get to that in terms of the BTC update that we're going to smash through. We've got Crypto DK coming through saying, yo, what's good? We got Simon coming through there. Nice to see you on there, Simon, and everyone's saying hello to Donna as well. Amazing stuff there. We've got 7 likes so far. Do appreciate the likes coming through, guys. If you can smash up that thumbs up, does help out the channel tremendously, and obviously it does not go unappreciated. I honestly really do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's see what's good coming through for Bitcoin, because Yesterday it was a bit of a short stream, guys. It was a little bit of a short stream. I was a bit under the weather, but today I'm feeling absolutely amazing. On the road to recovery, it's all good. I did weigh up the chances for this upwards parallel channel to break to the downside and also to the upside here. We did actually get a very nice candle body close here. And this was a very nice long scenario coming through here, guys. Really quite nice. And basically just running that wave up. And we basically just banged 4% take profit. So yeah, basically run that up. Really quite nice stuff indeed. Now you can see from here, let's get rid of that for a second there, guys. You can see that we basically topped out at 45,500 sort of area. I think we were talking about that area a long time ago here for a really quite big Fibonacci retracement. I think I was back on the midterm time frame that we were talking about that. From the macro downtrend that we were on about, but yeah, you can see we have seen quite it's a very choppy sort of area at this level right now. We're currently sat on the short-term time frame higher low here, guys, from this micro uptrend. So this is kind of a crucial area that we are looking for here, right? Crucial area that we're looking for, because if we are to actually lose this zone, guys, yes, we're going to be below all major moving averages here. It's going to actually be really quite progressive, and I would actually expect lower price targets, right? I really would expect lower price targets. And as I was just saying a minute ago, on the longer term time frames here, we have literally had like a $10,000 move in pretty much, well, not quite 10K, but like 8 or 9K, right? In a short amount of time, right? Literally like 4 days or something stupid. So yeah, it's been really quite progressive. We'll get to that on the daily, but yeah, it's been very progressive right now. Very parabolic, guys. We know what we say about parabolic motions coming through here. We say it has to retrace, right? We have to have retracement for it to be a healthy sort of trend, right? We know the whole trend is the friend and all that thing. All that scenario is coming through there, but right now we do need some sort of pullback, because this is it's getting more unhealthy the steeper that we go, right? And that's not what we want here. That's not what we want here for Bitcoin. Yes, granted, it's nice that it's going up. It's nice that our altcoin bags are starting to grow again and stuff like that, but they can grow up 50%, but if they do it in a parabolic motion, they're gonna come back down like really aggressively, and that's obviously not what we want there. So yeah, we need a nice solid uptrend coming through there. But yeah, let's dive deeper into the TA here, because we do have the volume weighted ATR band coming through here, and you know when we're above this, guys, we tend to usually trend above it. So we're actually coming up to this area again, and that's gonna be 43,278, guys, on the hourly. So if we do come down to this area here, if we tap this volume weighted ATR band, maybe it's gonna happen in like an hour or two. So if we do come down and have a little wick to this area here as this travels up, please be aware, we're probably going to have a little bounce. We probably will have a little bounce, but if that happens, as I was just saying a second ago, we're going to be invalidating this higher low, guys. We're invalidating this higher low from this uptrend coming through here, right? This higher low is going to be invalidated, so it will cause a bounce, and then it will cause a lower high, and then we'll have some sort of micro downtrend coming down like so, right? That's sort of the scenario that I'm looking for here in terms of a prediction here for Bitcoin here on the short term. This is the sort of the thing I can kind of see playing out, because as I was just saying there, guys, on the shorter term, on the longer term time frame, we are due that pullback. As I said, we've just had a really big pump, right? We're due that pullback to come through. So yeah, it's absolutely fine for that to be happening. But in terms of predicting the trend here, as I said, that higher low, touching the volume weighted ATR band, coming through, lower high. If we don't break this high, guys, if we break this high, then I would expect a higher low, right? I would expect a higher low coming through from that again. But this is the more likely scenario that I can see playing out at this time, right? For that retracement that we're looking for. Now, when we do set that lower high, we are going to be coming back inside of this sort of ranging period that we've got coming through here, this upward sloping parallel channel. Now, this is the short-term time frame, guys. So we are going to be looking for some sort of trade to the downside coming through here. If there is going to be a short here, if there is going to be a profitable move here, why the hell not are we going to be profiting from it? Why are we not going to be profiting from it? So yeah, we're going to be looking for basically a breakout to the downside here. There is going to be a lot of scenarios that we can be looking for here in terms of take profits and stuff like that, guys, because there is obviously there's a lot of levels of support, and we do have the 200 EMA coming up to say hello as well. So that's going to be another point to be looking out for there as well, guys. So yeah, just in summary, if we are going to have a pullback here, guys, I want to be seeing this high low get invalidated, a little bounce on the volume weighted ATR band, and then coming back down inside this parallel channel, and then the measure move down from the parallel channel. Yes, it is going to be something like this at this time, but there is going to be there will be a new measure move, guys, depending on how this trend is going to react in this area. It's going to basically determine the strength here and what's the word? the verticalness. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, the slantiness of the measure move, right? The strength of the measure move, right? So yeah, we're just going to be looking at that and then basically getting a percentage gauge from that as well. So yeah, that's obviously going to be the move to the downside, guys, for the parallel channel there. If we are going to be looking at something else, we could be looking at some sort of trend line coming up like so. Let me get rid of the WOD machine for a second so it's more visually appealing for you guys. This is obviously going to be quite a big level of support that we are literally sat on here. And you can see we could be forming some sort of rising wedge chart pattern, guys. So if you're sat there and you're itching for a position, right? If you're itching to get in... If you're itching to get in, obviously I'm not a financial advisor at all, guys, but technically there is going to be a short position coming down from here, right? But as I was just saying, guys, please remember that volume weighted ATR band is still sat there. So that is basically an ideal scenario there for a trap, right? If we are going to be shorting this, if we are going to be shorting this rising wedge. If we're going to be shorting this rising wedge. I can't speak rising. I'm trying to say parallel channels and stuff. Right, if we're going to be shorting this rising wedge, guys, because rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside. So this is going to be the measure move down. If we are going to be shorting this, we basically need to be prepared for this volume weighted ATR for that bounce back that we're looking for that invalidation of the high low and the creation of that lower high, right? So if we are going to bounce here, guys, the likelihood of us coming back up, it's quite likely. So it basically tells us that there is probably going to be a bit of a trap scenario coming through here. So yeah, in terms of confirmation for an entry for that, I kind of really want to be looking for, let me get rid of that, there we go. I want to be looking for that, the volume weighted ATR band losing that support, right? I want to see the resistance coming from that, and that's when I would be looking for a little bit of a micro short coming through. Nothing too crazy, guys, nothing too crazy, but still 2.39% on the table to be taken, right? You know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash, right? So yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to be looking for there. Had to get that in there, but yeah, that's what I would say about the short-term time frame in terms of this little micro uptrend coming through here. I would say volume has actually been really quite strong recently, guys. So so it's we're either going to have literally the retail people coming through there and just basically just dwindling it down and stuff and just gradually selling because there's not that much volume strength coming through there. I probably wouldn't expect a lot more volume coming through, guys, because we have seen quite a lot coming through here. So quite a bit of smart money coming through here. So what we should expect now is something along the lines of this, along this lower side here, and that's basically going to mean it's retail people, it's the dumb money coming through here. We got no smart money. There's no big manipulations coming through here. And if that is going to happen, you can either expect pretty much sideways stuff or just a mere downtrend, something along the lines of that, right? Because it usually follows the most recent smart money volume, the most recent smart money volume, right? Can't even speak today, right? Yeah, let me have a little look at the chat coming through there quickly. So we've got quite a few of you popping by. I see we've got Tim saying, I was subscriber number 4, I think. You're doing a great job, mate. Yeah, I do remember you, man. Do appreciate it. We got Blocksville saying, sup? Simple Technology coming through. Good morning, everyone. What up, Chester? We got Chris coming through saying tonic. Blocksville saying, I missed you, booby. I missed you too, bro. We all good out here. We all good. And 12 likes, guys. I do appreciate you smashing up that like button. It does help out the stream tremendously. We got Here Optimist stopping by as well, saying hello. Good to see you on the stream there. And is that Roger? What up, my man Roger coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, bro. But yeah, without further ado, let's carry on this lovely BTC update, guys. We do have bearish divergence coming through out of the wazoo at this point in time, because you can see we've got this high set here, guys. You can see we've set a new low coming through on the RSI in terms of the strength here. But we have seen a new high coming through here on the price action, right? So let's draw this in yellow, because I know this is usually what we do here. We draw it in yellow, so it's a bit more visually appealing. Where has my RSI and everything gone? There she is, and she's back. Yeah, it's going to be something along the lines of that, guys. As you can see, we have set a lower high coming through here when we have set a high in terms of the price. So yeah, that is going to be causing a bearish divergence. That's probably why we are seeing a bit of a pullback coming through here on the micro timeframes, on the shorter term timeframes here for Bitcoin. But please just take a step back, because this bearish divergence actually is playing out across a lot of timeframes. I think it's all the way up to like the 6 hour or something like that. So yeah, it's going to be a very dominant sort of a dominant thing, I do believe, especially after pumping literally like near enough 10 grand, guys. When we do have a bearish divergence, the chances of this playing out now is actually quite likely in terms of a pullback. So yeah, just be prepared, right? be prepared for that. In terms of where are we? In terms of a MACD, macadamia nut coming through here, guys. We do have this trend cycle in terms of this trend line coming down here. You can see the reversal that we have had from these zones multiple times here. Yes, we have had an invalidation sort of scenario here. This is basically, this can sometimes happen, guys. It can sometimes happen. And if we are doing, when we were back in history before, right? When we were back in history before, and we were looking at something like this in terms of the resistance coming through from this zone, this is basically when we had a lot of the smart money come through. And the whales can sometimes do this to really just play with the retail people, because there could be some less educated people, if you will, basically just shorting the trend reversal off this trend line on the MACD, right? And this is where the whales will come in and just bang it to the goddamn moon. So that's why we use it as a piece of information, not the only piece of information that we go off, right? But yeah, in terms of that trend line actually still being valid, it is, right? That trend cycle is technically valid here. It's not very clean, but it's still valid in terms of reversal of the trend. So yeah, if we do see a nice big pump up for Bitcoin at all here, we're likely to see some sort of reversal in terms of the trend coming through from around here, right? I would say we've had a bearish crossover coming through on the MACD recently. We are very, very steep coming through into this new downtrend, right? So yeah, it's looking, I mean, and we've seen the volume that's reactive for that. So yeah, it's not really surprising at all. But in terms of a reversal point for this downtrend that we could be looking for here, let's have a little look. See where we can. We've clearly got horizontal here, guys, so that's definitely something I would want to just plot in, because we're not quite there yet as of yet. But this could be as we were just discussing there, guys, as we were just discussing that volume weighted ATR band that we're looking for here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. The volume weighted ATR band that we are looking for here on the hourly is likely to basically correlate fairly well with this point on the MACD as well. So that is going to be interesting to see how that does actually react from there, right? Because it's getting ever so likely that we're probably gonna tell you what. It's getting ever so likely that we're probably gonna have probably the next 2 hours of nothingness, and then the volume weighted ATR band will come up. And then we'll tap it, and then we'll probably have a little bounce scenario. Do I think we're going to come and smash through the all-time, well, not the all-time high, sorry. Do I think we're going to smash through the high of the trend? Probably not. But I think we're going to probably set a lower high. Yes, I probably will say that, right? With the reversal of this on the MACD as well, it is looking very much like that, in my opinion, on the short-term time frame. As I was saying a second ago, I think I've been on the short term for a long time, so I'm going to move on. But yeah, there's a few scenarios coming through in terms of trades and stuff like that, guys. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled and watch out for them, because they're looking pretty good. But just in summary for that, we do have the volume average true range as a bounce point for support, and also the bearish divergences are coming out of everywhere at this point in time, guys. So yeah, let's jump to the longer term time frames, and let's get a little bit of the fib. Let's get a little bit of Fibonacci retracement coming through there, and a bit of an update on my long position, guys, because I actually went long on this candle body close here when we did see the breakout of this parallel channel here. We were talking about this trade for so goddamn long. We were talking about this trade for a very, very long time. I had a lot of confirmation coming through there as well that we were going to see upwards momentum coming through there. We had the directional movement index coming through to the goddamn moon here. We had a bullish crossover coming through. We did have the sign that we were above a really key checkpoint here for the ADX having a really, really strong trend here. And you can see from there, it's basically just banged to the moon. We will get to the directional movement index in a second there. But yeah, just wanted to touch on my current long position here for Bitcoin. As you can see, I went long here and basically just been riding that wave up. The completion of the measure move was actually a bit bigger than this, right? The completion of the measure move is around 19.56%. But you can see all of these yellow lines that I've got plotted in here. These are all take profit points, because these are all of the points that we can actually get reversed on, right? And this is where it's very, very key to be staggering your take profits as you're going there. Granted, yes, I've been very, in a sense, lucky coming through that we've just actually banged it up really quite aggressively here. It's been really, really good. But say if we banged it up like so, I hit one take profit and then actually got reversed on, that happens all the time. We're trading the most manipulated assets like ever. So yeah, it happens all the time. So this is why we stagger our take profits up all the way. And once we hit our first take profit, we take our stop loss, we move our stop loss to our entry point, right? And that basically means it's going to be a successful trade at the end of the day, no matter what the hell happens, right? Very, very important stuff there. It's called gridding your take profits, guys. But yeah, so in terms of the gridding of my take profits here, unfortunately, when we did see the most recent high of this trend, didn't quite get there, right? We didn't quite get there. We missed it just ever so shyly. It was like $200 or something crazy, right? We missed it by like $200. Bit annoying, but you know me, I like to go on more candle body closes there. You can see that's a very, very congruent candle body close, and the bounce point from there is very, very strong indeed. So yeah, that's why I had my take profit there, and I missed it. Gonna be honest with you guys, I missed it. I've already hit like literally 4 or 5 or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've already hit 4 there. So I missed my 5th one there. Pretty annoying, but it is what it is. I'm still riding that trade. Something that I do want to touch on here. It is the volume weighted ATR and the volume weighted average true range again, guys, because you can see this is very, very strong down. We usually have quite strong resistance from this bad boy, as the OGs on the channel know. We usually have quite strong resistance coming through from the volume weighted average true range here. But, please be aware. Please be aware. This is very good news, right? This is good news. Bear with me. Good news. Let me get rid of the moving average for a second, just because I want to make this more visually appealing for you guys. And let's get rid of the price action channel for a second. You can see this volume weighted ATR band coming through. If we actually claim this in terms of level of support, we actually start a really nice uptrend above it, right? And this is where it's going to get quite exciting, right? It's going to get quite exciting. Yes, we do lose it eventually, because obviously the trend has to end. It's fine, it has to end. But in terms of live price, in terms of reference for live price where we are now, we're sat on the cusp of it, guys. We're sat on the cusp of finding that support. If we can get that confirmation for that upwards momentum to actually continue here, it's going to get very exciting. It's going to get very exciting, right? Because these trends are not small. They're going to be really, really quite big. Then we could be really looking for higher prices. Maybe around 55K, maybe 50K. That's those sorts of areas. Obviously, that's just taking an estimate there. Obviously, there's a lot more data to be looking at, and we will go into that into the longer term time frame there. But yeah, it's looking really, really quite good in terms of a summary for this volume weighted average true range line coming through there in terms of level of support. If we claim that, it's looking good. It's looking good. Anyway, let's get back to let's get back to the Fibonacci retracement, right? As you can see, I have moved this over to make it a bit more visually appealing for you guys. The key areas that we are looking for here, in terms of upwards momentum coming through, is where are we for this actually? A bit lost. A bit lost coming through it. Obviously, we've got the swing high there. Where are we there? I think I completely moved this the other day. Well, no, it was earlier, before stream actually, BH. Bear with me for a sec, guys. You obviously swing. Right. Yeah, I'm back. Right, I'm back. Just bear with me. Just had a complete brain file where it is, right? So you can see, obviously, we've got a very nice uptrend coming through here, guys. You can see in terms of Fibonacci retracements that we are looking for here, we've got the 0.236 here in terms of a point to basically be retracing to. As I was just saying a second ago there, I can move that back now, I've got my bearing. As I was just saying there, guys, in terms of a retracement after having literally like near enough a $10,000 pump here in the matter of like 4 days, the points to really be looking out for there are these Fibonacci retracements for the confirmation for the continuation here, which is going to be really nice. The first ones to be looking out for is going to be the 0.326, and that is going to be a price of around 42,252. And to be honest, unfortunately, that's fairly achievable, guys. That is really achievable after pumping a significant amount, right? Let's go from this this high low there to this high. A significant amount, around 25% here for Bitcoin, right? After pumping that much, to have a little tiny pullback, right? To have a little tiny pullback of around, well, literally like 6%. It's kind of, I'd be really shocked if this didn't happen, right? I would be really, really shocked if this didn't happen, because if you think the narrative right now for crypto is a lot of people are waiting to invest. I can't tell you how many people have messaged me over the last 18 hours, like, is now a good time to buy? Is now a good time to buy? I see the markets have started to trend up again. It's like people have been waiting for this like all over Christmas, the whole of January, right? People have been just waiting for a buying opportunity, just referencing obviously the last year. This time last year we were just literally mooning, right? So a lot of people are feeling like this is what we're gonna do here. Think like a whale, guys. Think like a whale. We banged it up near enough 10K in literally 4 days. Come on, they're gonna pull it back, right? They're gonna pull it back because they want sorry, I'm just chasing a fly, right? They want the retail people in a sense to start buying up here and then pull it back, and they'll be like, oh no, we're gonna lose all our money again. Let's sell it at a loss, right? And that's that sort of scenario. They're just gonna be trying to accumulate paper doing it like that, right? As I said, I'm still long. I've been long for quite a while. As I said, I'm long from here, but it kind of all depending on this volume weighted ATR band, guys, because if we do start losing this and we do start actually coming right down and we lose the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement here, and it looks like we're going to be coming down to the 0.382, then this is where I'm probably going to be moving. I'll probably be moving my stop loss up. So my stop loss is currently at entry at this point in time, right? So so I would be looking to move my stop loss up if we do lose the level of support on this Fibonacci retracement with 0.236. That's sort of what I'm looking for there. in terms of managing my trade there. But yeah, let's bring back up the moving averages and see what we got coming through there. And let's just finish off this BTC on the midterm. It's just so messy with all this on the chart, right? I'm trying to make it a little bit cleaner for you guys. It's fine for me to be reading it because I know exactly what's going on and stuff like that. But I know quite a few of you you're quite new to trading, right, and stuff like that. So I don't want you to be clouded with too much data. So I'm trying to make it as visually appealing as possible, right? You can see these major moving averages we've got coming through here. We've got the 55 EMA, we've got the 200 EMA, we've got the price action channel. We've also got the 21 moving average and also the 10 simple as well. We're currently bouncing off the 10 simple, guys. The 10 simple is this little beautiful red line coming through here, right? You can see the support that we have found on that most recently. We are actually trending up really quite nicely for that. Another sign, if we lose this, guys, if we get a candle body close below this, I would be probably looking for the 21 to get tested and also the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement there as well. Let's get rid of that for a second. That's the point that we were just speaking about around 42,313. So that's going to be the area to be looking for as well. Now let's move on to the RSI, right? Let's move on to the RSI because as we were discussing on the shorter term time frame, guys, we do have bearish divergence coming out the wazoo here because there is obviously we got a high coming through here and also a lower high coming through on the RSI. But when did we last we last set that high on the RSI around this sort of area here, so around the 7th of February, right? So yesterday, but we have actually come up and set a high in terms of the price, but a low in terms of the RSI, in terms of the strength of the buying, right? So that basically indicates that we are looking for a bit more of a sell-off. And also, let's take a step back because we're seriously overbought here, guys. We're seriously overbought. And am I surprised? No. The whales have been coming in. They've been buying up the price. The volume's been huge. So to get to this overbought sort of scenario there, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. But we just need to know what this means, guys. It means that we're likely to have either sideways momentum in terms of the live price, right? In terms of the live price, because sideways momentum will be bringing the RSI back down to the central point where we're not currently overbought, or we're going to have a dump, right? So even if we do go sideways along the volume weighted ATR band, along the 10 simple here for a bit and create some sort of parallel channel arranging sort of period here, that will bring the RSI down. And that's going to give us, it's going to mean that we're in a better position here for another pump, right? And a lot of the OGs on the channel, right, they know the analogy that we go for here, right? When we're seeing a parabolic motion like so, it actually means that we're climbing Everest, guys. You know mountains, yeah? The biggest mountain in the world. We're climbing Mount Everest out here. And this is what the parabolic motion means, right? Something along the lines of this. And this is why we don't buy up scenarios like this, because then essentially you're buying the top, and that's not the great scenario that you want here. You're probably going to get wrecked. So what do we want here? We want a nice bit of consolidation. We want a nice bit of sideways period. We want base camp 1. We need to rest, we need to get some food, and then we're going to try and go to base camp 2, right? And that's the only sort of healthy scenario you can be looking for here for a parabolic motion like so, or you're going to have a pullback, right? So yeah, that's the sort of scenario I would be looking for there for the Mount Everest analogy there. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably what I would say there. But yeah, moving on, let's have a look at the directional movement index, guys, because you guys know I've been using this fairly recently, right, as a good tell you the strength of the trend, right? The key areas to look here are 20 and 25 there. And now, as you can see, the ADX is really, it's insane, right? It's insanely high, right? And this is obviously probably due to BTC banging it, right? But this is a reflection, the ADX, guys, it's a reflection on the strength of the trend. At this point in time, for this to be at 49, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. But in terms of good news, for not falling down to the abyss, down to the core of the planet of the Earth, we're really quite far away from any sort of bearish crossover coming through here from the direction of movement positive and the direction of movement negative as well. So yeah, we're miles away from that, guys. That is a good sign that we do have quite a lot of room for potential little pullbacks coming through here for the 4 hour. As I said, we do have room for a pullback to the 2.36 Fibonacci retracement, as well as not having that bearish crossover here on the direction movement index, and the ADX holding true to the strength of this really nice uptrend that we are seeing here. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Looking really quite positive after having this bullish crossover coming through there, and was miles above 25. So yeah, we got a lot of leg room there, guys. So yeah, that's nothing to worry about there. But yeah, moving on, I would say let's move on to the longer term time frames, because I think I've been on Bitcoin for quite a while now. Longer term time frame here, and guys, I will be getting into your altcoin requests. You just have to be patient for me here. And what we're on, we're at 26 likes, guys. You guys are killing it out here. I do appreciate the likes coming through. And guys, if you are new to the channel, I do stream every single day. every single day, Monday to Friday, every morning. I aim for every morning, right, to give you BTC updates, altcoin requests coming through. So yeah, it's nice to see some new people on the stream as well. We got Roger saying, "Let's go on an adventure, Chester Baggins." They call me the Hobbit of crypto, right? Hilarious stuff, right? Let's talk about the Fibonacci retracement coming through for this downtrend on the macro coming through, because obviously this is very, very important, guys, because this is obviously the swing high, the all-time high for Bitcoin around 69K, coming down to the swing low that we have just seen back on the 24th of January. It seems like yesterday, not far at all, guys. From there, we've just absolutely banged it. It seems a very kind of like the 21st of July scenario that we did see here, right? Yeah, 21st of July scenario where we did just sort of just absolutely insane progression to the upside. Really, really nice. But this is actually quite a nice example, actually. I didn't think I'd go into this, but it's quite a nice example. You can see, guys, this pullback here, very strong. This isn't a small pullback. This is big. It's big. Let's have a little look. It's around a 12.5% pullback in terms of a value here. 42,500 all the way down to 37,000. So literally like a 5K pullback there. So yeah, just be prepared. We're at 43,000. If we're going to have any sort of 5K pullback there, maybe to the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement here for this for the continuation of this downtrend, guys, because let's not forget, we are still in a downtrend here. We are still in a downtrend, guys. Just on the macro, we're still trending down. Please don't forget that. We are. We are still trending down. I know it's very exciting. We're banging it up at the moment. It looks pretty good, but we're still in a downtrend. The confirmation that we're not going to be in this downtrend that I'm looking for here is going to be the support on the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, guys, and that is where we are going to be here. If we can get above here, find the level of support here, one, we're going to be claiming key moving averages here on the macro scale. We're going to be claiming the 200 EMA here and testing the 200 SMA. Obviously, the 200 SMA, very, very important there, guys. And to get over that, it's going to be around 49K. But in terms of confirmation for the reverse of the trend, it is going to be the 50%, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement there, and that's going to be 47,800. Will we find resistance here? Yes, we probably will, right? That's the likelihood of us not finding resistance here is fairly unlikely. And the VPVR coming through here as well. Volume profile visible range, guys. You can see these areas here. That's a pretty bad paddy draw line. But you can see these areas here very, very, very strong here for resistance, guys. And you can see this, the candle that we've actually had most recently so far today. It's actually looking really, really quite bearish. Pretty shooting star candle here, guys. That is a bearish candle. So ideally, the checkpoints that you really want to be getting here, you want to see a candle body close at least, honestly, at least above the 0.32 Fibonacci retracement, this downtrend, to have any sort of hope for a bit more of upwards momentum, right? But as I said, please be aware, there is likely to have some sort of pullback scenario, right? As we were just discussing the pullback here from that massive pump from the 20th of July, I think it was. Yeah, back when I think it was Elon and Jack jumped on the B word conference, right? And then the price just started soaring to the moon, right? So yeah, we are due some sort of pullback coming through here. And yeah, as I said, in summary, guys, we're still trending down in terms of the macro. So please don't forget that, right? Please don't just be aping in like absolute crazy. Yeah, just try and be safe, right? Just try and be safe. Obviously, I know it's exciting, right? It's exciting, but if you think like a whale, you're never going to fail sort of scenario. Let's talk higher lows, let's talk lower highs, let's talk invalidations, let's talk potential for continuation here, because we're above the 55 moving average now. That's obviously very progressive, very, very nice to see. Now, let's talk about this downtrend, because you can see from the all-time high, we've got lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Where are we now after setting this low? We've actually set a higher low, guys. This is a higher low, confirmed higher low, really quite nice, I would say, around 36,900. What does that tell us? That tells us if we do actually have some sort of insane mega pullback coming through here, we're likely to have some sort of bounce scenario in history a bit later on for a lovely level of support here. This is we've identified a level of support here, so we're going to be using this for future pullbacks coming through there. So that's obviously a very good sign. It's a good sign, guys. It is a good sign. We've set a low. We've set a higher low. We're actually in the minced, if that's a word, challenging lower highs, guys. We're challenging lower highs on the macro time frame here, and this basically says we're looking pretty goddamn good. in order to break these lower highs, guys, please don't be please be aware we need to set higher lows, guys. We're not just going to keep going up. It won't just happen like that. We need to set higher lows, right? And after pumping near enough 10K in the space of literally like 4 or 5 days here, we need a higher low, guys. So I would expect some sort of pullback coming through here. And sort of the confirmation that we are looking for that is gonna be this. This candle today, guys, because at the moment we are currently sat on a shooting star candle. That's obviously a bearish candle coming through here, looking for some sort of reversal there. We've got bearish divergences coming through across the RSIs, across the board here. We're likely to come back down and test the 55 at a minimum at 42,700. Let's see when that reference is here. 42,700 for a pullback coming through here on the shorter term time frame. It is going to be looking like we're going to be losing the volume weighted ATR, man. See, guys, there's a lot of scenarios telling us that we're going to pull back here, right? There's a lot of scenarios telling us that we're going to pull back here. Hence the title of the video, like, wait before you buy, because we're due a pullback coming through here. But yeah, that's pretty much BTC sort of summed up there. Did I just see Lethal Mind coming through there? Nicely on the stream there, bro. It's been a minute, right? We're having a good time out there trading crypto and all that stuff. How did you get those blue and yellow bars on the right? It's called the VPVR, baby. volume profile visible range, man. Really, really good tool. It basically shows you the strength of the volume and stuff like that along these key areas, right? So yeah, it's a free indicator you guys can grab as well. Something I did actually want to touch on as well, which I nearly forgot about actually, is going to be the rounded blue box zone, guys. Let me get rid of all my other indicators for a second, because this is a very, very key point, and this is it's making me want to go long. It is making me want to go long again, guys. Obviously, I am long already on the midterm time frame, but this is I know it's pretty messy at this point in time, but it is a linear regressional growth curve from the start of Bitcoin to now, and it basically plots in the key areas to be looking out for there for, in a sense, supports and resistances coming through. Obviously, the only time that we ever lost this low point was obviously the black swan coming through the March event. Obviously, we know the virus is sweeping the world and all that crap in a sense, right? But yeah, so as you can see, this is obviously all the other down locks that we did see there. And now from here, obviously we're climbing that line, but we're climbing that as a level of support. In terms of the low that this is really climbing up to, guys, really, really quite nice. That's going to be around 28K. That's obviously the lowest point that we are going to be seeing, unless we do see a black swanny coming through there. Now, this is something I did want to touch on before, just because these are very, very key areas. If we're actually, what we do here, we wait for us to break this this blue box zone here. We get a candle body close, and then we long it up, and then we basically take profit at all of these lines coming through as well there, guys, to the upside and also to the downside, right? So let's go into a bit more detail for this, because you can see candle body close here as we have cleared this white area here. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, take profit 4 coming through there, take profit 5, take profit. Didn't quite hit take profit 6 there, but you can see 14% gain there. And that's obviously one to the upside. Now to the downside here, let's have a little look. You've obviously got the white line getting crossed here. This is obviously going to be a short position, shorting it down. Take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. You can see again, didn't quite get to stop loss there. Take profit 1, take profit 2. Yeah, so it's really, really good in terms of a directional advantage for Bitcoin here, using these take profits. And then it's still the gridding system, guys. It's still the gridding system, like moving your take profit to your stop loss to your entry point as you go there. But yeah, this is another reason why I'm looking for a potential long here on this candle body close here, because we are seeing us come over this line again, looking for this coming through there. Already taken a bit of profit coming through there, coming through on my midterm long there. But yeah, there is going to be another potential long position coming through if we do get a candle body close above this zone, and that's going to be around 43,849 there. 43,849, and obviously that is going to be above the Fibonacci retracement as well there. So yeah, looking pretty progressive, I would say there. For BTC. But yeah, I think I've covered BTC now. I've been doing it for around 40 minutes, guys. So yeah, I'm going to be moving on now to some altcoins, I think, guys. Some altcoins. You want some altcoins? Let's do some altcoins. That sounds really good. We got last index coming through to saying, sup G? What's up, man? Hope you're having a good time out there. We got to have a chat, bro. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll have a chat this week, man. And 32 likes as well, guys. Unbelievable. Do appreciate those likes coming through. Let's do some altcoins coming through. So yeah, smash your altcoins in the chat, guys, and I'll get to them ASAP Rocky as soon as possible, as soon as physically possible. I will get to your altcoin requests. But yeah, let me get rid of Bitcoin for a second, and let me wait for you guys to smash some altcoin requests coming through there. Fair and good index. getting back to that central point, guys, this is like the healthiest sort of scenario here for the fear and greed index. It's not quite bringing a lot of new greed and new traders in, but this is sort of the area where we are seeing quite a lot of people jump back into the sort of trading sort of scenario here to make that cold hard cash, right? So yeah, looking pretty good actually. Quite nice. But yeah, let's do some altcoin requests, guys. Just gonna have a drink of water and then we're gonna carry on. Love it. Right. Where are we got? We got Ahmed coming through there with KDA. Let's have a little look at KDA for you there, my good sir. Kadena. Oh, guys, it is a KuCoin, so just brace yourself. I've done TA on this before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's start off on the daily, right? Let's have a little look at the daily. To be fair, not looking too bad, actually. We've obviously seen a high low get set here. We've obviously got the low coming through from this Fibonacci retracement. Key areas to be looking out for there, for you there, Ahmed. It is going to be this Fibonacci retracement coming through the 0.5. This is the confirmation for the reversal of this trend. When I say the reversal of this trend, the most current trend is the downtrend coming through here. So yeah, if we do see a lovely little support getting put through here, we are going to be looking for a new uptrend coming through there. So yeah, looking pretty good, I would say. Obviously, we've had 2 days of pure gains coming through there. So yeah, if you're involved with this, you're parabolic at this stage, right? So so just be aware. I would be taking profit coming through there as you are coming up here. It's definitely something I would be looking out for there, because there's nothing worse than giving back the money that you think you've already made, right? So you have to bear with me. I'm just gonna cough really quickly. All good. We all good here. But yeah, let's move on to another. I'll tell you what, I'll jump down to the shorter term time frame for you there, sir. And we'll go into this a bit more detail and see if we can find any sort of potential position coming through there. But yeah, let's have a little look, because obviously this is very steep, guys. As we were just discussing here on the shorter term time frame, this is obviously very, very steep. In terms of trend lines coming up, this is definitely something to be looking out for there in terms of level of support. Let's just make that white, more visually appealing. So yeah, this is definitely something to be looking out for there. I would say, just to say here, guys, it is looking even better here for the upside, just because you can see all major moving averages here. They did get called up to this stage. We know what happens when we get called up moving average, guys. We usually have a breakout in the price, right? Now, what are we seeing here? Moving averages, they're actually really, really quite far apart, right? We've got the 200, the 55, the price action channel, the 21, and also the 10 simple as well. The further apart these are, guys, the stronger the trend is. So we got to remember apart moving averages, the stronger the trend is, the further these are apart, the more confirmed, the stronger the trend, the strength of the trend, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You're above the volume weighted ATR on the hourly as well, which is obviously very, very, very progressive. If you do actually break this trend line that we were just talking about in terms of the level of support here, then I would expect a potential bounce coming through on this 8.31 coming through there, guys. So yeah, interesting stuff for Kadena there. But yeah, let's move on to another one. I would say it's fairly bullish right now, I would say, right? In terms of areas for it to not be bullish here, I want to see you invalidate higher lows, like really, really key higher lows there. Set lower highs, but at this point in time, you haven't really set a confirmed lower high from your most recent high. So yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. Let's have a look at Matic there. I want to try and say a name, but it's not in a... It's not in an alphabet that I can read, my good sir. It begins with a B. B-A-O-I-A-E-L-O-C, I think. Yeah, this is for you, man. It's for you. So yeah, let's jump to the 4 hour actually for Matic. Because this is something we were touching on before, right? Something that we were touching on before in terms of a potential trade. You can see the range that we've got here, guys. A parallel channel coming through. You can see the range that we're inside this channel. You can see the support on the lower side here. The support on the lower side here, really, really, really quite strong. Bit of spillage here. Hey, it happens, man. Bit of spillage coming through there. And also, you can see the resistance to the top side, right? This is the long position coming through there. Really, really quite nice to the goddamn moon for Matic. Matic has been doing very, very well, actually. But I do want to say, out of all of them, I think Matic has been doing near enough the best. I think they did the best yesterday. I think they're like 20% or something crazy yesterday. But yeah, just be aware, guys. This move is now done, right? This move is now done. The measure move has been completed there. So just be aware that after having such a big pump to the upside, I probably would expect a bit more of a pullback coming through here. I probably would expect to even come down to the 200 EMA here around $1.86 there before having some sort of pump to the upside from there, right? So yeah, I would say overall for Matic, fairly bullish right now. Not looking too bad. Obviously, you've got your low, you've got your higher lows coming through there. You've got your invalidation of your highs here, smashing through new highs. So yeah, looking really quite bullish there. If you do see Bitcoin bang it up from here, then obviously Matic will be doing something along lines of that as well. So yeah, I would expect a bounce here off the 10 simple, and then you got a volume weighted ATR band for resistance. Getting over this volume weighted ATR band on the 4 hour. That's going to be hard work, guys. That will be hard work. That has got resistance tendencies here. We do have resistant tendencies along the volume weighted ATR band there. So yeah, just be aware of that when we do come up to that zone, and that is going to be around that $2.18 there. And that's still, to be honest, still fairly cheap there for Matic. But yeah, overall, going to get rid of that TA now. And we could be doing some fresh stuff coming through. The fresh TA that I would be inclined to be drawing in for Matic is going to be a trend line. For starters, looking along the lines of that, obviously you can see that we've got levels of resistance along this zone here. Trying to go on candle bodies here, guys. Trying to go more on candle bodies, and then we use the wicks coming through here as like a directional sort of thing for basically a trap coming through there, something to be basically looking out for there. But I find you get a lot more strength here on the candle bodies than the wicks in general, right? The next trend line I would be drawing is going to be something along the lines of this, obviously going along the bottoms, guys. And you can see, do you know what this actually creates, guys? It creates a broadening wedge, a rising broadening wedge here. This, for me personally, I don't like broadening wedges, guys. I'm sure you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of broadening wedges at all. I feel like the swings in between, they're a bit too much. They're a bit too they're more unpredictable, right? Than having like a coiled up symmetrical triangle chart pattern or something along the lines of that, right? That's sort of the ideal sort of trading scenario I would be looking for there. But that's needless to say, there is still going to be a move here, guys. It's not nice when we are ranging in this pattern because it's a pretty undecided sort of price action, because as you can see, it gets wider as it goes, right? Hence the broadening term, because it's broadening out. So yeah, what I would say is if you are going to have a breakout scenario to the upside, yes, you will be clearing the volume weighted ATR band, and it is going to be a trade something along the lines of this, guys. I'm going to be keeping my eyes out for this one. So this is what I'm going to be writing down, guys. I'm going to be flagging this in my book, and we can actually be checking back for this, just because we will be checking back tomorrow to see how this has actually planned out, if it is going to be tomorrow. But what I would say is, as I said, please be aware, it is Matic. It can fly around the place before it actually gets some sort of direction. So yeah, interesting stuff there. 27.57% on the table there for Matic. Quite interesting. If and only if we break the volume weighted average true range here, and also we have a breakout scenario of this broadening wedge chart pattern, right? There is going to be multiple take profits along the way. We're not going to naively basically just run this up and hopefully we make it to 27%. Absolutely not. No, you're probably going to get reversed on, because you can see there's key levels of support along this trend line as well from the longer term time frames here. So this is clearly probably going to be acting as a pretty strong level of resistance, right? So this area, there is going to be taking profits coming through there. So in reality, we're probably not going to get 27%. What we're probably going to get is probably something along the lines of around 6%, right? Greed is not your friend here, guys. Greed is not your friend, especially in a market like this. You want to be taking your profit continuously. You want to be staggering those take profits all the way up, because otherwise you're going to get reversed on. You're going to get trapped out here. We're not about that. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold, hard cash. Preaching now. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to another request, right? That's what I would say about Matic for now, if we are going to have continuation to the upside, right? Please be aware, we do have heavy resistance at $2.11 there. Moving on to a bit of, what's next? Crypto.com for Be Positive, man. I like that name. To be honest, out of today, in terms of altcoins, in terms of performance, right? XRP is doing well. SHIB is doing 1%. I saw SHIB went crazy yesterday. Interesting stuff there. We've got Wrap BTC up 4%. We've got Filecoin up 0.53%. AVAX 3% up. DAG is up 1.2% as well. We've also got Crypto.com up 2%. So we're going to go to Crypto.com now and see what we can gauge from that, because this is actually really, it's quite aggressive now. It's really quite parabolic. So we need to be prepared for a move down, guys. We need to be prepared for a move down. It's not just going to keep going up here. Please be aware. It's not just going to keep going up. Actually, there was some sort of Super Bowl thing coming out this weekend. Is the Super Bowl this weekend? I might be wrong. I don't really follow that side of the sports around that side of the world. But yeah, let me know if the Super Bowl is this weekend. I think someone said it in the Telegram community as well. If that is the case, we know Crypto.com. We know how they advertise in sports and stuff like that. They're probably going to get a lot of traction. They've probably got something planned for that in terms of advertising. So yeah, just be aware there could be some sort of pump coming through to this weekend if if I'm correct on that information, right? I'm just reading that off the Telegram, our amazing Telegram group, guys. If you want to join it, link is in the description. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about what we actually have coming through here, guys, because let's do some trend lines. Obviously, we've got the low coming through there. Let's do obviously the support coming through is very, very strong along these zones here, guys. You can see levels of support really, really nice in terms of buying price action in terms of this uptrend, right? Let's have a little look at what we've got going on here. Potential, I would say, potential breakout scenario here. Potential breakout scenario is going to be, it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. I just want to get this correct here, because we could be looking at, if we go on candle bodies here, yeah, candle bodies here, guys, it is going to be a rising parallel channel here. Yes, there is a Super Bowl on a Sunday. There is an FTX commercial talking about Bitcoin. Interesting stuff there. Super Bowl past this Sunday. Okay, so the official Super Bowl is this coming Sunday, right? And that's a very interesting point, actually. Cookies with an attractive mother there. If we are going to have a nice Bitcoin advert there, this could really spark what we're looking for here for crypto, right? A lot more of attraction, a lot more investment, right? Because that's obviously the Super Bowl. I think it's the highest price advertisement like ever. I might be wrong on that. I think that's what Gary Vee was saying a few years ago, right? I think he said it was the most underrated ad or something along the lines of that, right? Because a lot of people actually tune in for the ad and stuff like that, right? So yeah, it's interesting stuff to see. And if BTC is going to be one of those adverts, money, cold hard cash, the money flow coming into BTC is going to be really, really, really nice as well. So yeah, do expect some sort of pump coming through from that. But yeah, just going back to crypto.com for a second, guys, because this is something I want to be looking at as well there, because you can see a parallel channel, rising parallel channel, guys. These tend to usually break to the downside here, but we need to weigh up all scenarios here, right? The scenarios I would be looking for here, volume weighted ATR band, guys. We're literally sat above that. If we can clear that, we're going to be looking at a breakout scenario as well from this parallel channel, right? It's lining up pretty good, right? Cookies with an attractive mother. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. I'll tell you what, Oscar, I will do SHIB for you after this, right? Because I'm intrigued to have a look at the SHIB chart, because obviously that had a lot of FOMO and a lot of attraction coming through from that yesterday. But yeah, so let's have a little look. And guys, if I do miss your request today, I do apologize. I will be back tomorrow to do more. Don't sweat it. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. Honestly, every single day, Monday to Friday. Sometimes we only have about 20 of us viewing, so like I usually try and get through all of the requests. So yeah, I do apologize if I do miss any. But it is hard when I've got a lot to get through, right? We're nearly at an hour as well. But yeah, 27% to the upside is going to be something to be looking out for there for cookies.com. So yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff coming through there. James Stacey saying, love the content, mate. Super friggin' awesome. Do appreciate that, James. It's nice to get a compliment, man. But yeah, do appreciate you stopping by as well, bro. And yeah, I do appreciate that, man. You see him making me smile. But yeah, let's carry on with the TA and the money making scenarios coming through here, because you know why we're here. We're here to make cash, cold hard cash, money, paper, juicy trades, right? This is it. So 27% on the table here, guys. We are looking for a breakout scenario here. Ideally, we want a bit more of a congruent candle body close here. Is this a good long right now? I mean, technically yes, because it is a very nice uptrend. We have got a higher low here. We are breaking through highs with the utmost confidence here. You can see the lower highs here that we're actually invalidating here with this current pump. But please be aware, we pumped a significant amount in the last few days or so. A significant amount. So what does that tell us, guys? It's a parabolic motion. We're likely to have some sort of pullback. So to be honest, I would probably expect a pullback coming through here, maybe to 10 simple, even to probably the 21 moving average here, and then a new higher low be set, and then this is the breakout scenario I would be looking at getting in for this position, right? So yeah, it's going to be a little bit later in history there, but it's definitely going to be something to be looking out for there for the future. And guys, let's not be naive here. Let's weigh up both scenarios here, because as we were just discussing a second ago, it's a rising parallel channel. So we basically need to be looking out for a short position as well, right? Because these tend to usually break to the downside, right? So let's do a measure move to the downside, and then this is something that we can be touching back on in the next few days or so, depending on how this is reacting there. We're probably going to touch back on it tomorrow. So what was the first one that we wrote down? It was Matic, wasn't it? Yeah. So I didn't actually write that down. I should have written that down. So yeah, the trades that we're looking out for here, obviously, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This is purely for educational purposes only. Don't go and copy these trades. if I'm ever going to be entering any positions like this, I'm going to be looking at a lot more other indicators and stuff like that. So yeah, please don't just enter these trades. So yeah, it's going to be Matic I'm going to be looking for, and also crypto.com as well there. So yeah, let's weigh up that as well. Let's have a little look. But yeah, we're going to be touching back on these probably tomorrow morning, guys. It's going to be around a 9.7% move to the downside if that is going to play out as well. But yeah, moving on. Let's do... Is that Bitcoin Beats in the chat? Is that Bitcoin Beats in the chat? Nice to see you on the stream there, brother. But yeah, guys, go check out Bitcoin Beats. He's my older brother, amazing trader, amazing streamer, amazing YouTube channel. A lot more subs than I have. Yeah, go check him out, guys, if you haven't already. But yeah, let me do a bit of SHIB there for you, Oscar. I'm not happy about it, Oscar, but I will. I'll do it. Let's do a broader sort of a broader bit of TA here on the longer term time frame, on the macro scale, guys. Let's obviously, first things first, we do have a bull flag, guys. We do have a bull flag coming through from this insane uptrend, right? But it's just SHIB, right? It just makes me laugh. But yeah, you can see obviously we've got a lower high here. Let me get rid of the one machine for a sec. We've got a lower high coming through here, guys. We're challenging a lower high as well. What I do want to say is SHIB technically not the best investment in the world, just because we like to have a lot more downwards momentum than upwards momentum. As you can see here, the downtrends are just brutal compared to the uptrends when we're just parabolic, right? The likelihood of us actually having continuation up, like something along the lines of this, breaking new highs, like so, right? It's actually quite unlikely. We're probably just going to have, probably just going to come up, then probably just trend down for quite a while until we see SHIB just do another run up, like it does, right? Like it does do that. So a few crazy candles in a day, right? So or over the course of a few days. So yeah, I probably would expect downwards momentum coming through here for SHIB. Never buy this. Obviously, if you want to go buy the top, guys, you go buy the top. I'm never going to buy the top here because this is the key. This is just how you want to lose money. If you're looking to throw some money away, you do it. You buy the top here, and you'll get wrecked. Now, let's jump down to the short term time frame. Obviously, guys, you know I'm only joking here. I do like to have a laugh with what I'm saying, but in all seriousness, please be aware, if you are going to be buying the top here, you're probably going to get wrecked, right? It's the likelihood scenario, especially with crypto, right? Now let's weigh up the potential for this parallel channel coming through here. We are seeing here. You can see the resistance coming through from here on the hourly time frame. You can see we're actually on a breakdown scenario. So in terms of a price prediction here, we're going to go on the most recent downtrend looking like so. This is going to be the measure move down, guys. Not going to be the biggest thing in the world, right? Not going to be the biggest thing in the world. So probably not a trade that's worth our time. And as I said to you guys a couple of times before, I'm not the biggest fan of trading SHIB and Doge and stuff like that. I think there's better trades on the table and more reliable in terms of risk reward scenarios there. Excuse me. So yeah, around 6.24% to the downside I would expect here for SHIB. In terms of a price prediction for that, it is going to be pretty much smack bang in with the most recent high low that you have set from this uptrend here. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for. That I quite like it without everything on the chart, but yeah, that's what I would expect for SHIB over the next sort of day or so, right? Write that down. Throw money away. Do you know that some influencers who show their referral links receive up to 40% of liquidated trades from exchanges if the person uses it? That's insane. That's insane, Max. Goodness me. You can see why a lot of YouTubers do it then, right? Because you can see, obviously, guys, I'm not here wasting your time shilling you affiliate links and stuff like that. I don't do that. I'm not about that life, right? I make my money through trading. You guys know that. But yeah, that's insane. They make 40% of the liquidated trades. That's insane, right? That's absolutely mad. And we've got DR Janek saying, "Hey, dude, nice to see you on the stream there, man." Sky Demex out here, nice to see you on the stream there, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. But yeah, hopefully you're all good. Hopefully you're making money out here. We all good. Zan, I see you've been requesting Naka for a minute, so let me do that for you, bro. And then I'm probably gonna call it a day, guys, because we're coming up to an hour. But rest assured, I will be here tomorrow. I will be. I will. I hope I am. God damn, I hope I am. But yeah, I will be here tomorrow, guys. So yeah, if I did miss any requests, don't sweat it. I will be here tomorrow. Nakomotomo. I can't read that very well. Nakamoto Games. There we go. Obviously, this is I mean, this is not a good chart, man. It's not good. It's not the best chart in the world. I would say let's try and take a positive from this, because if you're taking a positive from every situation, you're a winner, right? But yeah, what I do want to say is the positive scenario that you can be looking for here is something along the lines of this, right? Obviously, we do have a filthy downtrend. This is obviously the low. This is obviously the lower high that we have got coming through here. We have actually invalidated that lower high, guys. So what I would expect here is you need to set a higher low, right? You need to set a high low. In order for you to do that, you need to actually pull back quite aggressively, right? You need to pull back probably quite aggressively, probably something along the lines of this, higher low, and then bouncing up from there. That's sort of the sort of uptrend scenario I would be looking for there. But yeah, in terms of the macro scale, you are still looking you're swimming in the bottom of the pond, right? You're on the deep sea dive in the bottom of the pond here, and it's not the hardest stuck in the world right now, right? Simple Technology says Chester is a legend. He's different from other TA YouTubers. I try and, you know what I try and do, guys? I try and not waste your time, because I used to watch a lot of YouTubers as well, and they used to just you'd be learning TA or something like that, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm getting the hang of that, and then they just go across to Bybit and just show you a load of crap on Bybit, and you're like, just get on with TA. I'm here to learn TA. So yeah, that's I want to be teaching you guys. I don't want to be wasting your time. But yeah, and let's move on. Gallo Wood says ship is dead. Long live Floki. Good stuff, man. Steve Starr says, thanks for the call on PYR this week. Hit the high as you predicted. Hey, man, I'm not a financial advisor. You made that money. You did very well there, my good sir. Yeah, good stuff there, Steve. Do appreciate it. Let's have a look at Alice. Alice for Dirk Daring? I remember you, bro. Alice, is it Alice or SLP seems to be doing really well as well, actually. I did see someone was talking about that most recently. Let's have a little look at this. Obviously, we've got parallel channel there. There's the breakdown. There's the measure move completion there. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frame and see if we can get a bit of a better gauge into what's happening. I love saying that. A bit of a better gauge. Interesting. This is actually taking quite a bit of a hit quite quickly. In terms of a bounce point here for a potential higher low to be set here, this is sort of the area I would be looking for there, around $8.58. If you lose that zone, I would really expect 200 EMA to be tapped there. As you can see, we have got a tap from that that wick to the lower side from that higher low as well there. You have lost the volume weighted ATR band, so that is an inclination that you have lost this this lovely up. Obviously, we know this is the uptrend here from obviously these points to these points here, but the confirmed sort of another uptrend that we do, an uptrend inside the uptrend, is the break of the volume weighted ATR band and basically riding that wave up until we lose it, right? It's a sign, if we lose it, that we're probably having a bit more downwards momentum, and that's definitely something to be looking out for there in terms of invalidating this this what is it? It's a higher low. It's a higher low. So yeah, something to be looking out for there as well. Another thing, unfortunately, you could be looking at some sort of head and shoulder sort of scenario there. Obviously, not the nicest thing in the world, but yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. But yeah, I want to look at SLP quickly. SLP. I think someone was telling that did really well recently, actually. Interesting. Look at this. Would you look at that? This is what we call a Mount Everest climb, guys. Mount Everest, we're climbing it. It's parabolic motion. This is filthy. 30 pumps to the upside, really quite filth. So what do we want? We want a consolidation. We want base camp 1, and then we can try and get to the Mount Everest peak coming through here. And yeah, that's sort of the only healthy scenario you want here. Otherwise, after a parabolic motion like so, let's do some percentages from there to here. That's not healthy. 124% in a day. That's actually, well, not quite a day, but yeah, a couple of days there. Pretty crazy stuff indeed. From the bottom of that uptrend there to the top, the swing low to the swing high there, 176% there. Absolutely insane gains there, guys. Absolutely insane. And we know this is like the sister coin to Axie Infinity, right? So yeah, that's quite interesting to see actually how that's planning out there. Really quite fascinating there. I would be intrigued to see where this higher low is going to set here, because we have tried to set it here but didn't quite get there, and we have some resistance coming through. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it does react coming through in the next hour off the 21 moving average there, whether we're going to come back down to the price action channel, and whether this volume weighted ATR band coming through is going to get tapped as well as 1 cent 75 there. Let's move down in the chat. BTC is crashing, apparently. Oh my god! Bang on the volume weighted ATR band, guys. We're literally sat on it right now. It's going to be really quite nice to see how we react. It's going to be really nice to see how we actually react here. Not really moving that much, right? Very, very interesting. What's volume saying, actually? Not too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Considering the dump, I'd expect it to be a bit more than that. But remember, guys, we've got bearish divergences coming through there. We've got we just lost the 10 simple as well here on the midterm. We've got in terms of levels of support here, we've got the 0.236 to basically hold us up there. So yeah, we're looking for a higher low, basically, guys. That's what we're essentially looking for here. We're looking for a higher low for the continuation of this move up here and continuation of this run, right? Interesting. But yeah, I think that's going to be it from me. I do appreciate you all. I do. Honestly, I really do. It's been a great stream today, actually. Nice to come back. Feeling healthy as ever. Good stuff coming through there. But yeah, I do appreciate you all coming through. And I will be back tomorrow with... God, my hair looks... Really going to have to get a hair transplant soon, I think. Because this is... My hairline's not winning. Bearish on Chester's hairline, right? But yeah, I just want to say thank you ever so much for tuning in. And I will be back tomorrow morning for a lovely good morning stream for you guys. Shall I stay on for a second while this is dumping? Should we stay on? Should I stay on? Yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit, guys. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Why not? A little bit longer. I tell you what, we'll do 5 more minutes, right? We'll do 5 more minutes, and then we'll carry on, because this is obviously and then obviously I got a lot of work to do and stuff. We got a project launching this week, which is gonna be quite nice as well. So yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. See you tomorrow. Please stop making it crashing. Stop buying the top. Yeah, I do appreciate the juicy emojis coming through there, Simon. Yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit longer, guys. Why not? Why not? While we're seeing this insane price action coming through, should we do a poll or something? That'd be quite cool. Let's do a poll. Bearish on the hairline, lol. Yeah, man. You're going to get off and close your long. I wasn't going to close my long blocks, Phil. What I was going to do, I was going to move my stop loss up. I was going to try on my stop loss up. So if we do actually get to, if we do lose the 0.236 here, then my stop loss is at break even at this point in time, right? Because obviously this is my entry here. And we've basically been running up here. And when we start to actually lose these levels of support on the Fibonacci retracement for this, for this uptrend that we've got coming through here, it's getting the confirmation that we're looking for lower prices, right? So yeah, this is why I would be trailing my stop loss up. So at this point in time, my stop loss is around here. If we do lose the 0.236, I'll probably put my stop loss probably around here, guys. Probably something along the lines of there, around 40,785, just because if we do actually lose that area here, you can see we're going to be invalidating a high low here, and that's going to be more confirmation. We're going to be losing the 200 EMA as well. We're probably by that point going to have lost the 55, and if we lose that area, the likelihood of us coming right the way back down is even more likely. So having my stop loss moved up to like there, I'm going to be banking more profit, right, rather than just letting it run all the way down to here. So yes, you're basically looking for that confirmation that you're going to actually head further down in the opposite direction of your trade, right? That's why we trail it down. But yeah, it's not the confirmation I'm looking for is the 0.236. Then I'm really going to be start moving stuff around. Do you have a Telegram or Discord group? Yeah, we do have a Telegram. Telegram blocks, Phil. It's actually it's popping. It's popping as well. We've got what, like 340 members or something. Like it's pretty lit. If someone wants to get, because I know we've got a lot of OG Telegram guys in the chat there. If anyone wants to drop a link for the Telegram, I don't think I can do it on the stream without messing everything up. But yeah, if anyone wants to drop a link for the Telegram, you can in the chat. That is in the description of the video if you do want to join it there. And yeah, it's a nice place, my good sir. We've got time for scammers. We've got no time for rude people at all. We're a community together. It's not just my Telegram. It's our Telegram. We are the CC gang coming through, right? The CC gang. And yeah, there's loads and loads of mods and stuff like that. So yeah, there's no scammers and stuff like that. It's quite funny when we do see scammers come onto the Telegram, because they don't last a second, right? They don't last a second, right? They just get obliterated by the mods, which is really, really nice to see. And obviously it's also a safe space for you new traders as well, guys, because obviously some communities, there's some horrible people in there. There's some horrible people. If you would like to ask some trading questions and stuff like that, you can literally just go and you can go and ask questions in there, and there's plenty of professional traders that are nice as well that will help you out. So yeah, good stuff. Now, so look, it's going to break lower. Do you think crypto will follow it down? George, only naturally, right? If we do have a bearish stock market, usually crypto does follow. So yeah, it's when we have seen that fairly recently with obviously like Facebook crashing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been pretty it's pretty interesting stuff watching stocks compared to crypto at this point in time. But yeah, as I said, it tends to usually follow it. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it does kind of plan out, because obviously all the world economies and all that stuff are all over the place at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be interesting stuff, right? Interesting, Blocksville. I mean, I'm not going to touch on that on stream because I think it's probably I just wouldn't can't use keywords, right? But yeah, can't touch on that really, mate. But yeah, I'm not getting it either, mate. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Democracy and all that, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. Very controversial opinion, dividing up everyone, right? But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it. It's been a great stream. It's been nice to catch up with all of you, and I will be back tomorrow morning. I will be back tomorrow morning with a lovely BTC update and some more altcoin requests, right? But yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all tomorrow. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Juicy. Are you feeling juicy? You know why we're here. We're here to make money, cold hard cash.